Well, mental health awareness is important because just the same way that you go to a doctor to check on your leg if you got hurt, or the same way that you go to a dentist to check your teeth, there's people that are specialized in mental health. So it's the health in general, not just your brain, your body. Everything should be together, and you should put in more time and effort to actually think if you have a healthy mind. Because if you don't have a healthy mind, you probably don't have a healthy body. And I think if you feel like you need to change your mental health, you should look for professional help, just the way you would do with your leg or anything else.
Thank you.
Actually, staying active, mentally active, like engaging in more activities, not just studying. I think it's helped quite a lot of people. It's helped me because you can get really stressed just by studying and not going out for a month. So just have fun, distract yourself, and you can stay mentally healthy, not by just studying all day, to be honest.
Thank you.
Are we good? Okay. I think it's important to talk about the stigma surrounding mental health because there's a negative connotation surrounding it. And I think that if we can all be more open about it, a lot of people could be reached, and we could definitely promote like a better community, a close-knit community, and that would be amazing.
I think mental health awareness is really important because nowadays people are like more open about what's going on with them, because before, if people suffered from mental health illnesses, nobody really like spoke out about it. But now, since people are more like confident and are seeking for help, more people should be aware of what it is and how to properly like diagnose it and how to properly treat it.
What do you think we can do to promote mental health, to be more mentally healthy and happy?
Just make people more aware of like the different illnesses there are and where to seek help, where to find help, and like if they are struggling, to like go and seek for help and not be afraid.
Thank you.
Oh, I can start. I think mental health is important because you have to be well yourself in order to help other people. And when you are mentally healthy, you're able to be happy, you're able to do well in school, and you're able to show love to other people. I think that's important.
It's just like, it's not a hush-hush topic. Like you're saying, we should talk about it more and raise more awareness. And just be aware that it's something that we probably all are dealing with and it's fixable. So.
And what do you think we can do to be more mentally healthy and active and happy?
Probably just like self-help, seeking out. There's so many resources available. Just searching out and seeking out the help and getting it for yourself, because no one's going to help you more than you'll help yourself. So.
Thank you.
Hook 'em horns. I think that mental health awareness is important in regards to the culture of violence in the United States. There are strong correlations, not to mention the very ground that we're actually sitting on right here. There was a very major incident, I believe last May, where a student was tragically murdered here from another student on campus that it was questionable about what the state of his mental health was. And I remember that incident being a very powerful moment for me to like raise my own awareness about what mental health issues are and like how they're being treated and addressed, especially from a political standpoint. So looking at things like the criminal justice system as well, I think that all of these factors are important to consider when it comes to mental health awareness, and do your research.
What do you think we can do to promote better mental health?
Be happy. I think just. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I think just having more conversations, being open-minded to what others have to say and to listen, and even somebody who maybe doesn't talk or communicate in the way that you might normally expect somebody to, especially people who maybe aren't as coherent when they're talking. I think it's more important to listen to those people rather than trying to tune them out. And I think that if we can allow ourselves to be more open to having conversations, especially with strangers, kind of like we're doing right now,
Yes.
then I think that that's a really positive step forward to raising awareness around mental health.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Coordinate too. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Mental health awareness is important because it's just as important as physical health. It's important to be kind to yourself, to be kind to your mind. Is that good?
It's important because it has to do with overall well-being of people on campus. Oftentimes people neglect mental health because they think that it isn't as important as physical health or grades or anything, but I think mental health is something that actually outweighs all that because healthy mind means a healthy body and healthy overall well-being.
Okay, I guess I'm ready. So reducing stigma around mental health, or like promoting mental health awareness is important because it reduces like the stigma around people who have like mental health problems.
Does this answer the question?
Yes. Why do you think mental health awareness is important?
I think it's important just to be aware because it's just, especially for first year students, it's just a totally different environment in that you can kind of get into a bad place quickly without realizing it. It's just like a lot of factors come into place. You're in a new place, a lot of times you're out with your family, schoolwork's overwhelming, so just be aware of how you're doing can just make the difference because you can quickly get in a bad place and not realize it, and then it's hard to get out of it. But if you realize it while you're kind of getting to that place, it's easier to find ways to recover and just be your best self.
Okay, so it was a great time meeting you and talking about mental health because I feel like at a university like UTAustin, a lot of students feel that they might be more stressed than others, and they might feel that it is more important to worry about the exam than to worry about how well you eat the day off or how well you eat the day before that you're studying for that exam. But at the end of the day, you always get that exam score back, whether you do well or bad. It's just a test, and it's not something to be willing to hurt yourself, because a lot of people are too focused on like how bad they can do, and their mental health is not really that stable, that they might be willing to do things that they wouldn't really do if their mental health stability was better. So it's always good to spread the word, and if people need help, take the help that you need.